Hey OC, welcome back to campus. I hope you guys had an awesome winter break. Today for the vlog, I'm going to be interviewing a professor that once was a student here at Olivet. I'm going to be interviewing Dane Pavlovsky. He is a journalism and mass communications professor, which is my major, so he is my advisor. But I thought he'd be the perfect guy because he was a student here, he was involved with things, and now he's a professor. So yeah, stay tuned for the interview.
My brother actually came here in 2006. And liked it so much, I came and visited when I was a high school senior that I decided I think I want to come here too. And when I did that, my now wife, who was my girlfriend in high school at the time, decided she also wanted to come here. So we both came to Olivet. Really, from the first day I was on campus, I was told I could be on the radio and I could talk and call sports. And literally the first day I was here, I had a radio show talking about sports on WOCR 8911. 891 FM, and online at WOCRFM.com. But so, for me, from day one, they told me that there were a lot of opportunities. I could do whatever I wanted. And from literally day one on campus, that was true. And it was awesome. As a professor was never really something I thought of when I was at Olivet. I had a really great professor in Joanne Williams. She was my advisor, especially when I was trying to get everything coordinated as a senior. She helped me get a really awesome internship at Bleacher Report, which is a pretty popular sports website, and doing some other things too. But so I thought, I'm going to go be a broadcaster, I'm going to go work in a newspaper and cover sports. So I did that. And as talking to my now wife, then girlfriend, I was thinking about the future and what kind of life we would have. And a sports reporter at a newspaper is a very demanding schedule for not a lot of maybe payoff at the end. And you work holidays, you work nights, and she was about to start her master's at MSU. So I went to MSU and kind of talked to some people, and it sounded like a master's would be a really good fit. And then it just kind of morphed into professor. I had an opportunity to adjunct at Olivet for my first year, thanks to Professor Williams reaching out to me, and I really, really liked it and had a really good time. So now I'm excited to be back and helping great students. From going from former student from 2009 to 2013 to now a professor is weird. It feels like it's not that far for me, but with the students and everybody, it's obviously a big gap in a lot of things. But the weirdest part and kind of the funniest part is as a student, you get these ideas of professors in your mind. Like you see a professor like Kirk Hendershot Kreitzer, who's my next door neighbor now in the offices, who you build up this idea in your mind about what he's like outside of class. And as a professor, you get to see all those people, what they're like outside of class or outside of the classroom. So that's been the most interesting part. But really it's seeing, the professors, the staff, all these people that helped me so much when I was here. It's really exciting and cool to see how they work behind the scenes. And like that Joanne Williams does so much for students in JMC and outside of JMC. There are a million people like that on campus. Laura Barlow-Moss, an English professor, is another one who does more than I think any other student realizes, unless you're one of her students or her buddies. And it's all of that's a really special place. I say it all the time. I say it to my students all the time. They probably get annoyed. I say it to other faculty members that Olivet has something that for people who Olivet works for, it works. And it gets its hooks in you. To like when I was with my now wife back in the day, we'd be walking around town. She would be running, I would be saying I was running, but usually out of breath walking behind her. And we'd stop and be like, man, I would love to come back here someday. And we did it, and we're super excited. So that difference from student to adult, though, and professor is pretty funny, and things in town, and you see a whole different side of all of it as a community, and in a good way.